In Indiana's Lake County, 2,000 bogus forms were turned in before the October 6th deadline. Now some members of Congress are calling for a federal investigation. With us now, Representative Tom Feeney. He is a member of the House Financial Services Committee and a congressman from Florida, one of the states where some of this fraud has been alleged to have taken place. Congressman, I know that you have written, and 39 other members of Congress have signed a letter to the Attorney General asking for an investigation of Acorn. Any response yet?
I have not heard back from the Attorney General. On September 16th, 39 of us wrote this letter. Acorn has engaged in a long-term pattern and practice of illegal activities around the country. I believe every time the Acorn gets a dead person to vote or an illegal alien or somebody to vote 20 or 30 times, they are canceling out the votes of honest American citizens. This is destructive of our democracy. I believe Acorn has violated more American civil rights to have their vote counted than any group since the KKK. It's an outrage. I've been warning about this for 5 years, and we finally got around to asking the Attorney General to look at this as a national problem that threatens our very democracy.
Well, and about 40% of the overall Acorn budget is paid by federal funds? Taxpayer money?
Yeah. There are two outrages here. Number one is the pattern or practice of illegal activity all over the country. It's not isolated incidents. But number two, for years, taxpayer funds through organizations like Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, liberal Democrats, forced Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and others to basically pay tribute to Acorn. They created an affordable housing slush fund to supposedly advocate for affordable housing. But in the meantime, we have records from Florida. 2004, we have a copy of the Acorn plan. They don't care about affordable housing. They're trying to bring socialism to America. They're the shock troops for socialism. And their game plan, which we're going to put on the internet, on my website, www.tomfeeney.com, explains they want to build a progressive Democratic coalition to take out Republicans and take over the country. This is not an affordable housing group.
Well, I guess here's the question. I mean, we are going to elect a new president in 3.5 weeks. A lot of these questionable voter registration forms have already been turned in. Are you afraid that you're closing the door after the horses escaped?
I have asked all 4 supervisors in counties that I represent to go back and look at every registration that Acorn has turned in to review each one on a line-by-line basis. I think every supervisor in the entire country needs to do that. And I believe that Senator Obama needs to explain his ties to Acorn, not only when he was a lawyer for Acorn, but his campaign has given them $800,000. After the millions of taxpayer dollars that went to get this socialist organization to commit vote fraud, it's unbelievable. They would need more money from the Obama campaign, but that's apparently what has happened.
Congressman Tom Feeney of Florida, thank you.
And John, you know, a bunch of the money that they're getting is actually coming from the housing bill that was passed this summer and signed into law. A lot of folks asking the question, how on earth are they getting our tax dollars? Well, that's one of the places.
Interesting.